Are you ready for some fun in your sewing space? Welcome to the world of Arrow Sewing. Hydraulic chairs are a must for extreme comfort while sewing. Features include adjustable height, 360-degree swivel, perfect lumbar support, and a stable 5-star base. They even have a storage compartment in the seat. The Arrow cutting and sewing cabinets open up to give you plenty of creative space, plus handy storage solutions. These amazing cabinets come in 3 different finishes to complement any decor. Extension arms and multi-position hydraulic sewing lifts for free arm and flatbed sewing are just a few of their outstanding features. Cabinets provide storage along with extra space for cutting and pressing. No matter the project, Arrow sewing furniture is perfect to help you sit, stand, cut, sew, serge, and create. Happy sewing!
I'm Jill from June Taylor with my favorite tool in my quilter's toolbox, the cut and press. You can do all your rotary cutting on one side and all your pressing and squaring on the other. The cutting mat side features a hard surface mat with a texture on. That's going to prevent your blade from cutting into the mat, keeping your blades sharper longer. You'll notice that the markings for your inches is outside the cutting grid, so it's easy to line up your fabric and you don't have to lift it up to see where your rule markings are. When we flip it over, we have the pressing side, and this is great for general pressing, so you can just go ahead and as you're quilting do your pressing like this, but it's also great for squaring. So many times people will cut their blocks to square them, but now you can actually lay your block right on the grid to square it up. You can also pin into this, so you can use it to square up your needlework or even your cross stitch.
AccuQuilt's newest cutter, the Go Bolt. This exciting new cutter takes all the best features from the other Go cutters and turns them into a lightweight and portable electric cutter to provide perfect and accurate cuts every single time. It uses over 375 AccuQuilt dies, all 8 sizes of the Go Cube. The new Go Bolt has handles built into the cutter for convenience. Since it weighs less than 10 pounds, it's easy to take with you wherever you want to be. The Go Bolt comes with a die to cut 5-inch squares and a 6x6 mat, so you can cut your stash into handy charm squares quickly and easily. The user's guide includes information on all the different materials that the Go Bolt will cut just for you. Take your cutting experience to the next level by adding 1 or 2 Go Bolt die catchers to the front, the back, or both. These die catchers are lightweight and stacked together for taking along with you. They even have Velcro bands to hold the power source. The die catchers slide right up to the cutter, no complicated installation needed. Plug in the power cord, lay up to 4 layers of quilting cotton on your die, cover with a mat, and cut. Cutting strips is simple. Just lay up to 4 layers of cotton on a strip die, add your mat, and cut. Using 2 die catchers will give you your best possible cutting experience. Check out our AccuQuilt backpack. This stylish quilted backpack is designed to carry your Go Bolt, power source, Go Bolt die catchers, and more. The Go Bolt is a perfect match for quilters looking for a great value to start or continue their quilting journey with ease and convenience. Because at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time so you can quilt more.
AccuQuilters, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
AccuQuilt is kicking off Black Friday with some amazing sales. So grab some leftovers and come join the fun.
Hi everyone, I'm Pam Heller, AccuQuilt's cutting expert.
And I'm Erica Botker, AccuQuilt's creativity expert. Pam, are you a Black Friday shopper?
Oh, no. Yes. Okay, first of all, I hate the crowds.
Right?
So I would much rather be home in my jammies with some leftovers online shopping.
Okay. All right. Then this is the kind of show you'll love.
Indeed it
If
will.
you're like Ms. Pam, we've got some deals to share. We've got plenty of dies and projects to show off. And if you happen to be looking for a gift for a family member or maybe even yourself, this show is designed to help you shop.
And it wouldn't be a live event without a prize.
That's true.
Some lucky viewer is going to win $100 in AccuQuilt reward points.
Okay, well, let's get shopping. So, ready, set, go. Let's talk ready, set, go, shall we?
Now, if you've been using our Go system for a while, you may already be familiar with our Ready, Set, Go. It includes our Go fabric cutter, which is our manual machine, our Go mix and match 8-inch cube finished block, the Go 2.5-inch strip die, everyone should have one.
Yes.
And our manual machine. It also includes this fun book by our good friend Eleanor Burns.
That's right. Now this starter set has been popular with customers because they get everything they need to get started. But they get it for a great everyday value price because you know that 2.5-inch strip cutter is excluded from our sales when you buy it by itself. Well, for anyone who's new, ready to get Set, Go remix that is truly electric.
Oh my gosh. She's here all day. All right, that's right. Okay, as of today, we now have 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 Ready, Set, Go systems to choose from. So you can get the Ready, Set, Go Ultimate Fabric Cutting System with our Go Cutter, or you can get it with the Go Bolt or the Go Big.
So now, if there are any of you viewers who are not familiar with a Go Bolt, we want to show you how it works. This is our Go Bolt cutter. It's lightweight, less than 10 pounds.
10 pounds.
It's fully electric and it launched just on October 1st.
Now, those of you who already have the Ready, Set, Go and you're wondering about the Go dies, and you're thinking, will my Go dies fit in there?
They will.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
It's wide enough to fit most of our Go dies, and it's the newest member of our Go Cutter family. Now, it cuts 4 layers of quilting cotton in one pass through the cutter, and it comes with a 5.5-inch or 5-inch, 4.5-inch square finished die, and a mat because nothing happens without a mat.
That's right.
So you can start busting up your stash the moment your cutter arrives.
That's right.
So, Erica, shall we cut some
Let's
and show them how it works?
Let's do. So the Go Bolt is designed to cut up to 4 layers of fabric for you. And we are just going to take this and we're going to fan fold it over to get our 4 layers. Now, what's 5 inches? What's the magical thing about a 5-inch square?
That would be a charm square. Okay, turn it on. That's the number one thing. Turn it on.
And then it's going to do the hard work for you.
So charm squares are pre-cut squares that you usually buy in stacks, but now you can make your own because there is a die.
That's
for that.
right. And use your stash, use your scraps, cut them up.
And now it's in a usable form.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And when we launched the Go Bolt, we launched some new patterns with it to show you how to use those 5-inch squares.
Yes. Now, we also have just launched the Go AccuQuilt Go Backpack.
Oh, it's right here. Hold
so
on,
we've got it right here. Pam's going to get it. It's brand new, and it isn't included in the sale, but it's really a must-have if you want to take your Go Bolt with you on the go, as we say. But let's take a look at it.
Look at this cute backpack.
Isn't that cute?
This is the AccuQuilt backpack, and first of all, it's quilted. You're welcome. Okay, so let's start at the back. And this is going to be hard to see in our camera, but this is where your Go Bolt cutter could fit, and it has straps.
Right, so it's padded and it has
like a toddler.
Right, and you can strap it in so it's nice and safe.
Okay, and then you can buy, in addition to your gold bolt, you can get a die catcher, which we have here. And look at this.
They actually, you can use one or two, they stack. They're going to slide right in. They're very lightweight.
And then this one, you could put your dies, your mats, your fabric, your snacks, your cell phone. And then, oh, here, I'll give you this back.
Oh, thank you. And then there's side pockets too, or zipped pockets.
And that's where you could put like your power source.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay. So this is the AccuQuilt backpack. It comes in bolt pink, which I think is super
Bolt
cute.
pink trim.
Yes.
On the black.
Yeah, it's cute.
All right.
All right, now, and don't forget, we have the Go Big available. It's going to cut 100% of all of our AccuQuilt dies, and it is the best price of the year. It's, you want to talk about it? It's just $5.99 for the Go Big.
That's right.
And it comes with what die?
It comes with a die to make a 3x6 flying geese and the mat to go with it.
Okay.
Now, we started talking a little bit about sets and bundles and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that we think quilters need when they're first getting started is a cube. Now, if you aren't familiar with our Go Qubes, we want to take a look at those right now because it's really the core of our system.
Right.
It's a box set with
Right here.
8 dies,
Yep.
a cutting mat, and a pattern booklet. And on those 8 dies are 8 different shapes that will all work together to make over 72 different finished blocks.
Right.
Now we have 8 different sizes of cubes that are available. Each cube has the same 8 shapes, they're just different sizes.
Yes.
So we start at 4,
And go
we have
all
4,
mm-hmm.
5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, and our latest cube, the 16-inch.
Yes. All right. Now, here's the most important thing to remember about the cube. It is based on a 4-patch system.
Right.
So don't think in your quilting head, oh, I'm getting the 8-inch cube, but we'll cut 8-inch blocks. There's some sewing involved.
It's
okay.
true.
So let's lay out our pieces and talk about it. So shape number 1 in every cube is a square. Now, Erica, is this an 8-inch block from the, or shape from the 8-inch cube?
This is not shape 1 from the 8-inch cube.
No.
This is actually from the 16-inch cube, but the big ones are easier to see,
Yes.
and so we are using those big shapes.
Yes.
So to make a 16-inch block, your units are going to be 8.5 inches. They're going to finish to 8 inches. So
And
this is a square,
right,
because
four
it's
sewn
going to
together.
be 2 by 2.
Yes.
All right, so what's our second size?
So we have big squares and we have little squares. And 4 of these sewn together equals shape number 1. So if you were making a 16-inch block, you would need 16 of these.
That's right.
Look at that math.
And look at that. She did it right on the fly, too.
There was no prompt or anything.
There you go.
Okay, here you go, Erica. What's this?
This is our large half square triangle. And you know what? It's Pam's favorite.
It is. And we've cut off the dog ears and things sew together.
Right. That's important. We include your 1/4-inch seam allowance in all of these
Mhm.
pieces, so you don't have to worry about it. You just cut your fabric, sew, press, and move on.
Yep. All right, shape number 4 are 1/4 square triangles. They're different than half square triangles. Sometimes people cut half square triangles and try to use them as 1/4 square triangles. Well, you could do that, but what's wrong with that, Eric?
Well, sometimes there's a difference between can and should, because if you do that, you will end up with the bias cut, which is super stretchy on the outside of your block. That's really not your best choice as a quilter. We hate to go wonky, don't we? So,
all right, so we had big half square triangles. Now we have little half square triangles. Now, Erica, tell everybody about this, because people gripe about this die all the time.
oh, people will say it's too small. Well, now keep in mind, this is the same size as the large half square triangle in the 8-inch cube. And that 8-inch cube we think of as being kind of our Goldilocks, right?
Yes.
It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. And it's the one that we start people with, really. So, but in a smaller size, maybe it's a 2-inch finished half
Right.
square triangle in the 8-inch cube. And people would say, oh, that's awfully small. I don't know that I'll use that. Wait till you see what all we need to use it for.
Yes, because shape number 6 is not just a square, but it's a square on point, which means it's meant to live on its tippy toes, and AccuQuilt did all the math for you.
That's right.
And Erica, what's the shape on either side?
Well, that would be shape number 5. That's our small half square triangle. And so There's nothing magical about that square except for math.
Okay. Shape number 7.
That's a parallelogram. You know, I wouldn't have known a parallelogram from a hole in the wall previously to quilting, but had they only taught me geometry with quilting, it would have been all different.
It would have been so
my
much easier.
my whole academic career. So the size number 5 are small half square triangles are what fits on the long sides to turn that parallelogram into a rectangle. And just in case you wondered how big that rectangle would be,
Ta-da.
take it home, Pam.
Dynamite is a rectangle.
There you
all
go.
right? So sewn together equals shape number 1. So remember, quilters, the shapes are the same in all 8 cubes. They're just different sizes. All right, Erica.
And you can check out on AccuQuilt.com, on our YouTube channel. We have dozens of videos all about the cube.
Oh, yeah, we do.
And that's one of the things that we think that you need. And so that's one of the things that we've included with our popular bundle, the Ready, Set, Go.
Right.
And there's one more component we haven't mentioned, and that is the book by
right there.
Eleanor Burns. That's a great roadmap for using the entire system. And then, of course, there's one more die, right?
One more.
It is the 2.5 inch cut strip that finishes to 2 inches. It cuts 3 across, has a matching mat, and it is the die that you use for bindings and sashing and borders. You can make it to cut your own jelly rolls. You can do so many things with it. But here's a little secret about this die. It is normally excluded from all of our sales.
It is.
But if you get it as one of our Ready, Set, Go units, you are going to get a great value price on it because those bundles are value priced. So here's the rundown on the prices for those. Now, the original Ready, Set, Go with the manual cutter is $649.99. That's over $200 in savings from buying everything on its own individually. Now, if you decide you want to be electric, you can get the Ready, Set, Go Bolt Ultimate Cutting System. It's going to have our electric Go Bolt, plus the 8-inch cube, plus the book, plus the 2.5-inch strip die-in mat, and everything together, it's $599.99.
Okay, but what if they want to get a Go Big?
Oh, well, they can do that too now. And they're going to get those same Ready, Set, Go starter items with it. And the value price on that is $899.99. So that is saving them, again, almost $300.
Right, from the individual prices if
That's
you priced them out. Now, many of you may wanting to add a Go Bolt, but you already have other items. Don't worry, we've got you covered. The Go Bolt Essential Starter Pack.
Oh, that is a great point.
Yes.
Now, that starter pack is going to include the new Go Bolt cutter plus one of the Go Bolt die catchers. So you're going to save you $20 over buying the cutter and a die catcher separately.
Now, most of our cubes and companion sets have a savings of $20, no code needed. But this excludes the newly released 16-inch cube.
That's right.
But if you already have a couple of cubes and you're thinking, what should I do? Think about companion sets. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Well, last year for our quilt-along, Pam and I made quilts from the Go Stars in the Crown pattern. Now, this pattern is available for cubes 4 through 12. The 16 is so new we haven't had a chance to write the pattern for it yet.
In our spare time.
In our spare time. But here's a sample of the quilt that we made with that 4-inch cube.
And I chose the 4-inch cube. Why, Erica?
Because it's adorable and I love it.
She does. She does. So here's the shapes to make stars in the crown. And these tiny little blocks cut perfectly with those cubes because we cut off the dog ears. We have that 1/4-inch seam allowance built in. And these set on point, which brings up a good comment about the fact that we also have corresponding setting triangles.
That's right. For 7 out of the 8 sizes of cubes. The 16-inch, it just wouldn't fit.
Yeah. Now, don't forget we have companion sets, angles, and corners to work with all of our cubes. Each companion set have 4 dies that increase the block combination to 216 patterns, but truly the possibilities are endless.
Now, just like the cubes, the companion sets are also on sale for $20 off our regular low value price, except for the 16-inch because that's so new.
It's so new, but that should not stop you from getting it.
It really shouldn't.
I mean,
It
everything
really
else is on
shouldn't.
sale. You might as well add a cube.
That's right.
All right, now we have had some really great launches lately, and while these dies are excluded from the Black Friday sale, we thought it might be a good time to take a look at some of them.
We just couldn't help ourselves.
Just in
they're
time for
so
the
great.
holidays. Okay, you want to turn it around? there,
Yes,
Erica?
I'm going to turn it so everybody can
So
see it
cute.
because this is our nutcracker. So take a look. You know what? I seriously think this may be one of our best designs, if not the best die we've ever designed.
So let's look at the die because the die has, I don't know, a gazillion pieces you would never, ever cut by hand.
Look at the tiny mustache. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Here's his
And
nose.
here's his beard.
Here's his teeth, because if you want it, now they didn't use the teeth on this one, but you know, if you want a true nutcracker, he's going to be built
that's
for
the name,
cracking.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's to form his mouth or his teeth. But look how detailed. Here's the hat. You'll see the hat. It's got a band across it. It's also his belt. He's got epaulets. He's got
Epaulets
cuffs.
is the word of the day. Use it 3 times.
Buttons. I mean,
legs.
look at the points on that beard. It's
Beard and
just
hair.
amazing, and it cuts beautifully. So this was made with cotton that had fusible ironed onto the back and then cut. And the tree here in the middle is from our holiday medley die. And then this is the smallest star from, I believe, our stars
Yeah,
die.
this is such a cute little project. So we always tell quilters, if you're going to use applique shapes and you're using cotton, you should pre-fuse the fabric before you cut.
Right.
And they have to count that fusible as a half a layer. So if you're using our Go Bolt, you can cut 2 layers of pre-fused cotton.
Right, right.
Okay, but you can cut other things. And my favorite thing to do is cut craft foam.
It really is.
Because I have grandchildren and they love it. They love to cut pieces and they love to mix and match. You can buy it, like you can glue it, and you can buy sticky back craft foam, all those things. So we're just going to cut some of the shapes because
I just want to see you. We just want to
we-
show you
we
how
just
well
want you
it
to show-
cuts.
okay, there you go. And here's a mat right here.
Oh,
Nothing
yeah.
happens without a mat.
That's right.
And I love the fact that craft foam, especially this time of year when you're trying to find what to do with kids, you could also cut shapes from your cube and allow your children or grandchildren to create quilt blocks.
Oh, that's fun.
Take pictures of them and
That's fun.
make your own quilts.
So did you see what I did? The first thing I did, I turned on the power button.
Yes.
That's
Nothing
really
works
important.
without the power.
Yeah. So we're
Okay.
going to slide this off even with our craft foam, and look at those pieces.
Yeah, look.
I'm just going to pull this off.
You would never cut this by hand.
Oh my goodness. Look,
Which is why we created the die.
the
at
beard.
how
I
cute that-
just those points, those little tiny points, everything about this die is just exquisite. It's just perfect, and you're going to have so many great uses for it.
Now, I'm going to tell you, you can cut felt or wool or leather, other materials. And Erica, this is an applique die, so does it have a embroidery design?
Well, interesting you would bring that up. It does have free downloadable embroidery in your choice of 3 stitches. You can use a blanket stitch, a motif stitch, or of course a satin stitch. So if you're putting it on sweatshirts for everybody, go ahead and use that satin stitch.
Don't forget this die is not included in the Black Friday sale, but you're certainly going to want it for your holiday collection.
We just really love it.
You can think about making it last minute gifts, towels, aprons, oven mitts, tree skirts, so many things.
That's right. Now, don't forget, besides that free embroidery, we have some for purchase embroidery that's even more detailed. It's all available at AccuQuilt.com, and be sure you check it out. All right, now we have got a very special new die that is a block on board or a bob die that has been recently released. It's called the Go Pinwheel Shape Set by So Steady. Now, when you look at this, you'll see it has 8 distinct shapes. They're going to combine in all different ways to make 12-inch finished blocks.
Yes.
Now, these pieces would be difficult to cut by hand, and they're not found in our cubes. So these are some distinct shapes, and man, you are going to have so much fun with this.
Okay, before we talk about this, let's show the block that Erica made because this is darling. Okay, first of all, talk about this.
So this is called the Shadow Dizzy Geese block, and
Well-
you'll see it on the packaging. And I put it on the back of this vest to wear for Quilt Market.
Look at how fun this is. So the shapes on the Sew Steady design are the die are meant to work together. You're not necessarily going to use all of them.
Right.
You're just going to use some of them. Kind of like that cube system where you just use some of the shapes to create blocks or whatever. But we had the good folks from Sew Steady come and make a whole series of videos.
Yes.
On how to use the die, how to cut the die, how to create it. But the pinwheel shapes, look at how fun this is.
I mean, this is just, I would never dream of making a block like that without the die.
No.
But all you need to be able to do is sew a 1/4-inch seam.
Right.
It's easy.
And these dies are all screen printed. We have that 1/4-inch seam built in. We've cut off the dog ears.
All those great features you're used to. And remember, it's not part of the Black Friday sale, but you're still going to want it for your collection right away.
You will. And we have some new patterns on our website using it. It's just amazing. Okay. Notice what we're doing here.
We are using this great brand new AccuQuilt cutting table, and it is fabulous.
And it's storing
and
things.
It stores so many things,
including Erica's water
including my
bottle.
water, all the things.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Now, Erica, let's talk about the most popular die ever made. Do you
Oh,
know what
well,
it is?
as a matter of fact, I do know what it is. It is the Go strip cutter, 2.5-inch, 2-inch finish die.
Remember, it's included in our bundle, but
Our Ready, Set, Go.
yes.
Ultimate fabric cutting systems, but you really need it for so many things. So we want to show it to you and talk about how important it is. And like I said, it's excluded from individual sale pricing. So your best bet is to get it with a bundle. So let's see it.
Okay, now before we cut this, I'm going to ask a question because I'm going to get some different fabric. People ask us all the time, can you cut longer strips than width of fabric? Because that's usually what we cut strips.
And you can. You can actually cut all different ways. So you have just lengthwise blades in this strip die, and then you have screen printed angled guidelines. Now we've made it long on purpose so that you can cut with the fabric strips. And that's great. But if you want continuous borders, we want you to know that you can take yardage and fold it up and down your die to get those continuous cuts. And you just have to keep your folds in from the ends of the blades.
So let me show you how it's done. I have some fabric.
Oh, well,
so this
look at that.
I tried to be efficient. Okay, so this is some fabric that I used on the back of a quilt.
Okay.
And so I bought a wide back.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so Erica, do you want to take this and show everybody how
Certainly.
it is? And then now I didn't trim off the selvage, so I apologize. I know, and all the others I did, not this one. Okay, go for it.
Here we go. So we're going to go up, and then we want to fan fold. So we want it to be inside those blades. So I'm just going to make sure. Because otherwise, instead of cutting strips, you're cutting a hula skirt.
Yeah, and that'll make you cranky.
Probably is not what you're looking for. However, if you are looking for a way to make a quick hula skirt at some time, like Halloween, which is just passed, it would work for that.
Okay.
So there you go. That's how you would go ahead and cut that.
All right, so now I'm going to make sure that all the folds are before the black lines in the edge. We're going to put a mat on top. Erica, will this fit with her Go bowl?
Well, I believe it will.
I love that.
But again, the first thing I have to do is turn it on. Now, if you're a Go Big user, you may be saying, well, I don't have to do that with my Go Big. Well, you don't, but we have an auto shut off after 60 seconds that comes as part of the Go Bolt system. So after 60 seconds of non-use, it will blink quickly green and then it will turn itself off.
Okay.
Just a little known fact. All right, so let's take a look. Ta-da! And now look, we've got long, I've got a thread. I've got a thread right in the middle here, Pam, and I tell people not to do that, but I just did it.
Just pull it.
Okay. There, it was so much.
And sometimes you have that thread.
It may be, I think it's a spot in the mat.
I think it's a spot in the mat, but don't worry about it.
But here we go. And we've cut that long strip. So you could cut that I mean,
For days.
For days, all as long as you didn't exceed your layers,
6 layers.
or 4 if you're using your bolt.
Yeah.
Well, now Pam, what about the Go Me? Will a 2.5-inch strip? That 2.5-inch strip cutter certainly won't fit through a Go Me. Now, will it?
It will not, but ta-da, AccuQuilt has the perfect solution.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, we've actually got 2 because
We
there
do.
is a long strip die like that cuts just 2 strips.
Yes.
And then we came out with the Go Small Strip Cutter, 2.5
Yes.
inch. And I love this to use with my Go Me, but also for cutting scraps, right?
Right. And it's just going to cut 2 sections of 2.5-inch strips.
Mhm.
Okay. But this also, since it is new, is not included in the Black Friday sale, but you can get it for $6.99.
You know, it's only $69.99. So go ahead and get one.
There we go. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to line up the fold. You're going to go back. And how many layers can we do, Erica?
We can do 4.
We can do 4.
So this is a scrap, and it's not as long as a regular
Nope.
full width of fabric strip. So it's a perfect time to use this.
Yes.
And we'll just turn on our cutter and send it on through.
Now, I love this strip die because it will fit actually in the AccuQuilt backpack.
Oh, yes.
And again, it's on sale today for $69.99.
Now, it is not on sale
it's
today.
not on
It
sale.
is $69.99. But for the dies that are on sale, you'll need to use a code Friday30 when you check out to get the discount.
And that's Friday,
off of
the
your
number
dies.
30.
30.
Yeah.
So here's our strips. And you know what? Even though we folded them, they cut just fine.
Yeah.
And then we could totally go back and cut these down into 2.5-inch squares. It just it's kind of depends on what you want to do to organize your scraps and all.
And the thing to remember is we have, for all the dies that we show you today, we have tons of videos on our YouTube channel, our website. Go and check them out. That way you can start and stop them.
All right. Now, another die that we have trouble keeping in stock right now is actually a 2-die set. It is the Go Lucky Penny Wallet by Sally Tomato. It's right underneath me here.
I got it.
Okay. And I have had a ball making wallets because they're so quick and easy, you won't believe. And they made a great tutorial for us that you need to watch. It's on our website. It's on our YouTube channel. It's not part of the Better Than Black Friday sale, but believe me, you are going to want this die, especially if you're a crafter, if you have online store, or if you want to make some knock it out of the park homemade gifts for Christmas.
Right.
So
just show us one sample, and
so
then
here's
we'll talk about leather.
Here's a cork sample. And cork is great because it comes in with lots of fun prints. It's really easy to work with, and it has a great feel to it. And here, I'm going to show them one other because I can't see the pockets that it's got. So this one I made with batiks fused together, and you can see the pockets on it a little bit better. So you can see all the pieces that come with it.
There we go.
But we are going to cut one. We made one with vinyl and another one with fabric. We're going to cut one out of leather, right?
Right. Now, this is a 2-die set. So it's kind of hard to tell because the leather is the same color as the background. So this is going to cut the pocket section, and I'm going to tell you to only cut 1 layer of leather.
Right. There is one piece that you'll need to cut a second one of. So again, I'm going to turn this on and send it through. Now, we're just using 1 die catcher in the back. To get your best experience with the longer dies, I would suggest using 2. All right, so swap me out.
Right here.
Okay. I don't know how I got stuck with the short arms doing this, Pam.
I don't know, but I'm kind of liking it.
I'm doing all the hard work for you.
All the heavy lifting.
Yes. So you need to cut 1 more of these pieces.
Yes.
Okay. And truly, after you make your first 1 or 2 of these, you're going to be making them in, I don't know, 20 minutes.
Right. Well, and again, like quilters, if you're, nowadays you can't take purses into rock concerts or volleyball games or anything.
Oh, and I go to so many.
Rock concerts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we do go to volleyball games in Nebraska. It's a big thing.
So if you made them out of clear plastic, then you could carry them, because women carry bags and men carry pockets.
Yes. So here's this little one goes up here. It's like a card pocket. And then again, you'd have one more
there.
of these. And they don't show up as well when they're the same.
Yeah.
And then this is the piece that's used for the strap to close it. But if you want to use a different closure, you certainly can.
Yeah.
And they'll show you how in the tutorials. Isn't this fun?
It's fabulous.
They go together so fast.
I know. We're saving all these parts and pieces because when we're done, we're going to go make
We're going to go make penny wallets. Okay.
All right, I'll take that die.
All right.
Now, quilters, we've talked about cubes and the shapes that allow you to create blocks. Now let's talk about an AccuQuilt innovation called a block on board.
Okay. Now these dies are lovingly known as Bob dies. They all have the shapes that are needed to make one specific block on one die board. The die board uses two-tone foam to show you where to lay the fabric, and each shape is screen printed with a letter for easy placement of the shapes, and they all have specialized dog ears, and the 1/4-inch seam allowance is all built in. Now, first up, we want to show off another new die. Darn it, we've had so many great new dies that we just can't resist showing them to you, even though they're not included with the sale. And this is the November die to try. It's the Go Flying Swallows die that we have both wanted for a long time. Right, Pam?
We have. So let me show you a quilt, because the quilt is super cute. And here's one of the, we have 2 samples. So huge shout out to Michelle for pulling all our quilt samples.
Yes.
So this is one using the Flying Swallows, and it's just scrappy.
It is. It's scrappy and fun. And this is a classic old block, but it makes it look so fresh and new this way.
And this is called the Scrappy Swallows.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's another one.
That looks totally different.
Hard to
totally
believe.
different.
Hard to believe.
Look at this.
And this is the Spinning Swallows table topper.
Yeah.
Look at how cute that is.
I would totally put that on my wall, but you know me.
She would, and then when we have conference calls, I can see it behind her.
That's right.
Okay, so let's talk about the die, and then we'll talk about the block.
Yes.
So this actually, I love this die for a couple of reasons. It has 2 sizes of half square triangles.
Yes.
And 2 sizes of 1/4 square triangles.
Right.
And diamonds for days. They're screen printed to show you which shape you need. They have specialized dog ears and a 1/4-inch seam allowance. So here's the block that it makes, which I think is so cute.
It's so cute.
And what happens is you're just making 1/4 blocks and sewing them all together.
And that's how you get the circle in the middle. I started making this one. I'm totally going to go home and finish this. This is the best scrap buster I have ever had.
Yeah. And the great thing about this is, you know, we talk about chain piecing, chain piece for days.
Yeah.
Now notice on the back of this, in the smaller sections, I pressed my seams open.
Oh, yes, you want to do that.
There's just so much. There's just so much.
There really is.
Okay, this is not in sale. It's the die to try. Get you one.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, last year, or maybe it was even the year before last, as part of our quilt along, we showcased one of our most popular block on board dies, and that is the Go Log Cabin by Leslie Main. Now, this die makes the super fun Go Scrappy Log Cabin quilt. And today is really the day to pick it up because it's just $104.99 when you use that code Friday30.
Okay. This is the quilt. It's huge. But this is the scrappiness, and we made this in our show last year.
We did.
And I love it because you could make the white scrappy and
Yes.
the dark scrappy. You could make them just 2 different colors.
Yep.
I had a whole bunch of batiks, and it just turned out so bright and so beautiful.
Yes.
But this is
a good scrap buster die,
It
too.
is. So this is a block that you can make, and we'll talk about it here in just a second. If you are a member of Quilts of Valor,
Yeah.
this year for the block drive, it's the log cabin. So all the shapes you need to make the log cabin block for the Quilts of Valor, you can do that. And Erica, do you want to tell them why I make this one?
This
my
is
favorite.
a courthouse steps block. Now, the rest of the world calls it a courthouse steps, and we look at it like this. However, Miss Heller here calls it the Heller block because it has an H in the middle.
So all of my scrappy courthouse steps have the same for this under, so it can be H. But let's talk about this die.
Right, because it's good for
different.
scrap busting, but it does work a little differently. And
Yes.
it has crosswise blades. So
Yes.
that means that your lengthwise grain is super important.
Right.
You want to make sure you're always laying it so your lengthwise grain is parallel to these long edges of the
And-
blade, not the die board.
Right. These are 1.5 inch high, and then there's a blade here, and then there are little blades here, here, and here, and here. Now, you don't have to cut, if you were cutting red and white, let's say,
Right.
I would measure from here to here, which is 23 inches at 1/4 inch on either side, so 23.5. Cut with the fabric, lay back and forth, and just cut them.
Right.
Same with the red. And then Eric and I, if you go back and watch that quilt along, we gave you some really great ideas on how to store your pieces. I store them in Ziploc bags with a number.
Well, you know, it's high tech, but
High
it
tech
works.
there. But I'm going to just show you here. So these are some fabric scraps that I have. And because you don't have to cut all the shapes on the die.
No, especially if you're using scraps.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to see which shape is the widest shape I can cut with these. And it looks like it's shape number 4. And then I can go back and forth. Now, I purposely did it like that, Erica, so I can show them that trick.
So that Go Irish chain die will make a block that finishes to 10 inches. The 2 shapes that are included, there's a square in the center. There's, oh, here we go.
There you go. I'll give you that.
Here we go. So we've got our square, our big square. We've got small
You wanna turn
squares,
it the other-
2 sizes of rectangles. There we go.
There we go.
And just like all our other bobs, we've screen printed those letters. We've dog-eared the corners so it's ready to go. And it too is great for scrap busting. Wait till you take a look at Pam's die here.
This is so cute. So this is a pattern, it's called Up on the Housetops. And it's actually, the original is made with Christmas fabric.
Yes.
But I just skip over Christmas and go right to Valentine's Day. So this is Valentine's fabric, had a whole bunch of scraps of it. And you're basically going to make a 4 patch in the middle
Yes.
and then just build your Irish chain. But then what die is this, Erica?
So this is the chimney sweep, and it's one of my favorites because it kind of has the feel of those granny square blocks.
Yeah.
And I just really love it. And the 2 of them play so well together. It's so pretty.
And the original with the Christmas fabric doesn't look Christmassy, but it is. It's
Right,
just
because
darling.
it's red and green and white.
Yeah.
Now, both of these dies, the log cabin or the
Irish chain.
Irish chain and the chimney sweep, they're both included with the sale. So use that code Friday30 to give you that 30% off.
And the log cabin's included, and the Ohio Star.
And our Hunter Star, some of our most popular bobs. It's a great day to pick them up.
Okay.
So now here's the thing. I love a good project die, and we already showed you one because we showed you our one of our newest, the Go Lucky Penny Wallet by Sally Tomato. But let's talk about the towel topper die, because with this, you can cut the top. You can use a pre-made hanging towel to sew it in. You can use one that's already even embroidered and decorated, or you can make your own. There's so many options. They go so quick and easy.
Listen, I have so many samples of things here.
So this die works a little differently, doesn't it, Pam?
It does. Normally, we have blades all around.
Yes.
But here is a line where you're going to put a fold. A nice AccuQuilt, we screen printed the instructions. So you need an 11 by 1 1/4 and a 7.5 inch rectangle. You fold it in half, and that fold goes right along here. So when it cuts, it's going to cut out this shape, and it makes it twice as big. It's really cute.
Now, look, it has a button and a buttonhole, but you don't have to do that. You can put Velcro or a snap in there, and then you can just sew a button on top, or Pam even hot glued hers.
Just glued it and used Velcro. It was best. Now, along with that, you can also make a collection of oven mitts and mini oven mitts.
Right. So the towel topper, the mini oven mitt, the oven mitt die, those are all included with that Friday 30 sale. Now, this is a June Taylor Quilt As You Go kit.
It's a pot holder.
Yes.
So which I never understood. It doesn't hold pots.
Well, but that's what it's called.
I know, and this doesn't hold ovens, but it's so good. I love them all.
And yet, I brought her anyway.
And yet, we're here. Oh, did you notice where we are? We are not at home.
No, we're in Elkhorn, Wisconsin at our Arrow headquarters in their studio. We're having fun here, and we've got even more project dies to show off. So I just think this luggage
here it is.
tag dies is the bee's knees because it cuts this back piece, and then you cut another one of that out of something clear, and then it cuts the front piece that has the little window, and then a strap piece. I mean, how slick is that?
Our good friends from Hometown Leatherworks cut us so many luggage
They
tags.
did. We've got so many. This is a vinyl that looks like how I love that one.
And if you go to the lunch show or just Google it or just go to YouTube and look for our luggage tag, you can see all the good folks at Hometown Leatherworks and all the luggage tags.
But
and
you
so
can
many.
make them with your cork. So get the luggage tag. Get the Sally Tomato wallet. Get the luggage tag. You can use the scraps from making the wallets to make luggage tags. You can get enough of these done for everybody's stocking in a day.
Oh, yeah. And especially like if you're taking a family vacation this year, maybe you're going to the happiest place on earth. You
Could
could use
be.
happiest place on earth fabric and cut luggage tags.
Or
But this one is my favorite.
you could even use it to be a gift tag holder. Isn't
those
that
are
the cutest thing?
monsters.
Little monster gift tag.
And I feel like you could put the Santa hat from the gnome dye.
Oh, yeah.
And make Santa monsters.
Oh, gosh, you could do so many different things with them.
Listen, while we sit here, we think of things and we think,
then
oh, we
we-
should go home and do that.
I know. So
Okay.
that's all of our luggage tags, but
Yes.
this is our can cozy. And this is another one that is as quick as can be to make. Now with this, you're gonna layer it. So you're gonna layer your lining fabric with some Insulbrite to keep your can cold or warm, I guess, and then a top fabric. Now because of that, it's not recommended to use in the Go Bolt, but it'll work with the Go Me, and your Go Big. And you cut out your piece, I mean, it's so slick. This is my favorite one.
Yeah, here, we'll put basting spray in it. It's your favorite thing to do.
Yes, we figured everybody needs a cozy for their basting spray.
In case
And
you
everybody should have basting spray too if you
should.
don't. But you can put appliques on them. I think if you had an embroidery machine, you could monogram it. That would be pretty cool. But you just do your decoration. You make your sandwich, lay it on, cut, sew it together. You're done in a flash. In a flash.
All right, stacks and stacks of gifts. But we have the ultimate gift for you. Now that you've talked about cubes and strip dies and all the things, what are we going to talk about, Erica?
Well, where do you put it all?
Yes, we introducing the new AccuQuilt cutting table by our good friends at Arrow Furniture.
And that is what we've been using all day today. It has shelving and a drawer on one side.
On this side.
On this side, it has a pull-out drawer that is and has dividers this way, the long way, so that you can have your long strip dies in it, and it pulls out. We've been calling it a die-brary shelf. I love it.
And
But
it
it
comes
is
with
just what you need. And you can also get this great
Yes.
cutting mat that goes on top that says AccuQuilt on it.
It has white with green trim. And if you check it out on our website, you can see all the graphics. Our camera is on that side and part of it is on this side. So
Right.
it's a little difficult to show.
We couldn't manage to
We
show
couldn't
you
figure it out,
everything,
but it's okay.
but it's fabulous.
And it has green trim, go green trim. And then these little wings fall down. You can
But
lay
they
them
don't
down.
fall
They don't.
down. They have
What's the word?
supports. You fold them
Fold
down.
them down.
Fall
You can
down.
drop, don't even, that's a negative word too. You can fold down the sides.
Uh-huh.
And so if you have limited space, you can maneuver it around
Right.
and do all the things you
It's
need
got
to.
great casters on it.
Yeah, there we go.
So fabulous. Take a
Okay,
look.
it's just brand new. Just
Yeah.
brand new,
Yeah.
like this week.
Yeah,
right?
well, the first of the month.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
So before we finish up today, we want to announce today's winner. I mean, what's a holiday coming up Black Friday show without a little gift, right?
Yeah, we're going to throw some points on your way.
All right, quilters. Our lucky winner of $100 in AccuQuilt reward points today is, drum roll, please.
We're going to do one for you. Oh, there we go. Phyllis B. of Harrison, Arkansas. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now, Miss Phyllis, I have already taken and added $100 reward points to the account you registered with. So,
That's fantastic.
I know, exciting.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It was so much fun being with all of you to have a little Black Friday shopping sale
Listen,
time.
and I hope you're all home in your comfy pants quilts and eating leftovers.
Yes.
Right? Now, before we end, don't forget to join our Facebook group called Under the Needle with AccuQuilt. We've already started to do unscripted Facebook Lives, much to everyone's dismay, I'm sure. But we are having so much fun. We're talking about what we're doing
Yes.
and all of those kinds of things.
We're
and what
just
we're
going to
working
sit
on.
and sew with you all and answer your questions.
And those Facebook Live events can only be seen on our Facebook page. So be sure to join and tell your friends. Be sure and check the AccuQuilt website for details.
Now join us again right here at AccuQuilt.com on Monday, December 8th as we celebrate Green Monday with another round of great sales. Don't forget, use your code FRIDAY30 to get your amazing deals today, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching our show. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and look for live events every Tuesday and Wednesday.
You can visit the events page on AccuQuilt's website for more details on upcoming shows. And while you're there, check out the blog for tips, tricks, tutorials, and inspiration galore.
And remember, at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time
So you can quilt more.